Is it just me, or does it feel like the Boruto anime has effectively killed a good chunk of the hype for the Boruto story, in the West at the very least? Because, man, let's talk about it. Whether Facebook, Twitter, or the two, make sure to steer clear, cause I'm coming through like... Okay, so I can't be the only one that's been anxiously awaiting for the Boruto anime to get to the point where it's adapting stuff from the Boruto manga. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Boruto recap, because, Boruto started off, aside from, like, the first couple pages with the, Boruto versus Kawaki prelude, for the most part, it started off readapting the Boruto Naruto, the movie story, but that ended on chapter 9. If I'm not mistaken, the latest chapter was 36, so chapter 10 and beyond was brand new content, and I want to say it was chapter 16 and beyond where we got the whole Kara arc started. So, 16 and beyond, we start off with Kara in the beginning. I want to say the group is all gathered up or whatever. So from 16 to 36, 20 monthly chapters. Mind you, these are like 40 pages long. So that's kind of like 40 some odd weekly chapters. So if they're doing that alone, so you got to think, okay, we got the Kara arc for about 20 chapters, and you got 36 minus the 9 that was readapting Boruto Naruto the movie. So we got about 25 chapters, which is about 50 weekly chapters. If you think about it, like, monthly is kind of like 2 chapters in one, because it's about 40 pages, more or less. About 2.5 chapters at most, you could argue, is what it would be. So we got about like 50 weekly chapters, which means that the Boruto anime, and we're like 120 something episodes, I think, with the Boruto anime at this point, probably more. It's still going to be a long while before we even get to adapting the little mini arc that happens before the Kara arc starts, where it's like Boruto with that little kid, and it starts introducing the card game or whatever, which, don't worry, if you're not, into the Boruto series, the card game is not pivotal at all. They're just playing it from time to time in the series, but it just shows that, like, the Boruto story is still going to take ages to get to the Kara arc, because the Kara arc right now is still ongoing. I mean, we got a little bit more with, like, the Kawaki stuff, and it's a shame, because, to be honest with you, I can definitely say, from what I've seen with the fandom and everything, the Boruto franchise has suffered, the Naruto franchise for that matter, has suffered dramatically because of the Boruto anime. I wish that they would have held off on doing the Boruto anime, to be honest with you. In retrospect, which, when did the Boruto anime start? 2017, 2018, somewhere around there? It's been a couple of years now. And because of it, because of the fact that a lot of the arcs, which, don't get me wrong, I was trying to catch up, and I think there was the Mitsuki goes rogue arc, where it was kind of like paralleling how Sasuke went rogue, except with Mitsuki in particular, he was not really going rogue. It was just kind of like he had to fake it so that he could get to the bottom of, I think it was the Stone Village at the time or something like that they were doing, which there's been some really cool stuff. I am gonna lie, like, I won't front on Boruto's anime. I know that people really hate it because they want to get to the canonical stuff, they want to get to the adults being more around, they want to get to the Otsutsuki stuff, and in general they want to get to Kara and all of that goodness with, Kawaki's introduction, which it's crazy that the first episode introduces this big fight between Boruto and Kawaki, and we're 120 something plus episodes. Again, don't quote me on that, but I know we're way past the 100 mark, and we still haven't even seen the introduction to the character that was showed in the very first freaking episode. So even if we did like a time skip, let's just say, or a Boruto Shippuden, who knows when the heck we're going to get the introduction to a character that was supposed to set things off that we saw at the very first episode. I am gonna lie, I'm just shocked at how badly they are dropping the ball with this. But the even sadder part is, I don't see them stopping doing this anytime soon, because for starters, again, like I said, we got probably about 50 chapters worth of content, if we're calling it like weekly stuff per se, for them to adapt. Again, it's only 36 chapters of the manga, minus the 9 from the readapt. They only have 25 monthly chapters to adapt, right? Which, you could argue, you could do at least a good 13, right? You could maybe, you want to argue 20. Let's just start with some of the stuff from the manga in general. The mini arc we could do and then jump back into it. But it feels as though it's filler. But in Japan, to my understanding, I know definitely in 2018, it was doing pretty damn good in the rankings, which is like, surprise, surprise, yeah. Seemingly the Japanese don't mind these stories that is in the Boruto arc, which I'm not gonna lie, there's some stuff, like the stuff with Onoki, there's some really good stuff in the Boruto anime, but for the most part, it just feels, again, like it's filler, which it ain't, but it feels like that. So, I could see possibly maybe one more year before we even get to the car arc. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope next week or tomorrow they announce that they're going to start adapting the car arc or doing a portion of it, but I don't see them doing it anytime soon, and it's because they wanted to jump immediately into this. I would have taken either a year off or another year of maybe some Shippuden side stories or adapting those novels before they even started Boruto. Like if they would have started the Boruto anime now, start off with that like first arc of like 13 episodes of that little girl that she had that beast inside of her, do that and then slowly jump into the car arc, it would have been cool. But it seems as though we're still stuck in Boruto anime hell for a while, which again, I don't want to say Boruto anime hell because I'm not gonna lie, like even though I know a lot of people really dislike the Boruto anime as it is now, and don't get me wrong, the manga takes giant Barney sized dumps on the anime in comparison. There's still some fun to be had with it, but it's just no comparison to what's going on in the manga. It's like steak to bologna, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like we're stuck with this for a while. It's doing great in ratings. I know in 2018 it was like top 10 at certain points, the anime, and I don't know recently, but I know for the most part that it's been doing pretty damn good. So we're gonna be stuck with that Boruto anime being like this for a while, and it's terrible because it's ruining the franchise, it's bringing it down. For that matter, they should either just come up with something where they have Kishimoto write an arc or something, write a filler arc in the meantime or something, because you're losing the West, and the West is a big market for the Naruto franchise. I'm curious what you guys think about this though, for Boruto fans. I mean, for me personally, I'm going to stick with the manga. I may dabble with the anime from time to time. I don't know, I saw something really funny with Konohamaru saying his ninja way is his girlfriend. Lol. But based on what's been going on, where are you at with the Boruto anime? Are you still watching it? Do you give a crap? I mean, I'm sure it's safe to say that a lot of people are gonna start tuning in once we get to the car arc. But when? You know what I mean? If we only have 25 chapters right now that are out that they can even do anything with, it's going to be a while. It probably, at the very least, I don't see anything sooner than 2020. We still got 5 months left of 2019, so I see maybe mid-2020 at the earliest us getting the start of an adaptation for the car arc. And it's a shame because, yo, there's so much greatness going on with this arc right now, but they've been dragging their feet and they're doing originals constantly for the anime, and it's really killing the hype for Boruto, man. Boruto could be so much bigger, but they keep doing that. And your overall thoughts and expectations for when the Boruto anime does get to the car arc. Do you think that the car arc is going to hands down save the Boruto anime and the franchise in general, or we're past the point of no return with what they've done with the Boruto anime? But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links of course in the description below. I'm Forever World, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Can't forget the music though. Hold on, let me play y'all a little something. Paper rules, if you heard it, best believe that. For now it's whatever. One day I'll be your favorite for never. No matter how you get it done, no matter